Joe Nemechek's picked up a around goes Bobby Labonte.
Oh, no.
Missed it by that much.
Wow. Attaboy. Good save, bud.
Good job, buddy. Good job.
Not what you want to do in final practices.
Well, it wasn't his fault. There, I can't remember who was on the outside of him, but whoever's on the outside of him gets loose. Let's see who it is here. Somebody here gets loose. There you go.
Scott Speed. And just got into the side of
And when he corrected, boy, Bobby is, look at that. Oh.
You see those rear wheels spinning all the way to keep him off that wall.
That's a whale of a good job. That's
a champion right there.
That's a good job, buddy. I don't care.
But turn 2, Johnson goes around after getting into Jeff Burton.
No caution, keep digging. We discussed it.
Caution is out now. The caution is out.
Caution's out. Good save there, but
there was a slow car holding them up as they tried to thread the needle. They got together, and Johnson cut it hard left to keep from crashing Burton.
Burton, of course, was battling Robbie Gordon in the 7 car. Robbie's a lap down. Jeff came down the racetrack a little bit, and Jimmy did all he could try to do to stay off of the 31 car.
Damage on that car, and watch what caused it.
It's like there's a little stack up in front of him, and he just gets out of shape. You can see that's what caused the damage, coming down off the apron. I mean, down off the banking to the apron, and it's knocked the splitter up in the air pretty good.
Yeah, he just wasn't expecting that. He was in the gas hard, and as these cars slowed right in front of him, he went to turn right, then the car got extremely loose with him. And this will be an issue they'll have to address here under this caution.
Wow, that's a lot of sparks, too.
That's a great save.
Yeah, it was.
Great save.
Here's a look at the 5-hour energy move of tonight's race, and Kyle Busch around. Okay. And he saves it, as he did in 2012 when he went on to win. He spins it and saves it. Caution is out. Right and left off those rear quarters.
3 feet to the 9. Over in front of Joey now.
You can see there was no spotter involved in that. Kyle Busch had a run. He thought he could turn to the left and make it.
Toyota's to the front now. Truex.
Whoa, no.
Newman saves it.
They all saved it. Murray's still on the apron.
Unbelievable.
I think Juan's got the most damage out of that.
9 of Newman. I don't believe he saves that race car thanks to Montoya.
You know why? You know why Ryan Newman can do that? Dirt track racing, man. That they get him that crossed up on dirt and save him all the time. Then 42 pounded into him and got him back up in the racetrack. But that is an amazing job of driving. That right there, most guys throw up their head and say, I'm done.
But watch Regan Smith in that black 78 turn straight up the hill. That's why he lost some time, but he's glad he didn't lose a race car.
That could have been the big one, but for Ryan Newman.
Harvick in that 29, he needed to get to the front because we've been watching him during commercial break. He was starting to overheat back in the pack. There goes Kyle Busch in the 18.
Oh, and he almost saved it, and he did. Oh, my goodness.
He's one of the few drivers that could drive out of that right there.
Just in front of Matt Kenseth.
Ooh, I think he gets a nudge right there by the 48 car, Jimmy Johnson. He kept in it, I can tell you that. The tire smoke was flying.
Oh, I think he got a little bit of help from that right front fender.
Look at that thing just sat there. Look at that.
Darrell, how does he not lose that car?
I don't know. That's a good handling race car is all I can say.
Wow. Trouble. Brad Keselowski on the right of the screen. That's on the front straightaway.
All right, you're fine. Say hello.
Didn't hit a thing.
Fine,
boy,
buddy.
he was fortunate right there.
How does that happen?
I have no idea. He was running third and really running well. And we look up and he's spinning.
Here he is losing it off the corner right in front of Clint Boyer.
Yikes.
Whoa, look at that. Oh, man, he just misses that wall. Still doesn't touch it. Boy, he got lucky. That's a lucky break. Man, I'll tell you.
That's some good driving.
Woo, that was great race car driving. Look at that. He's spinning.
And
could have been a right front tire. Could have been a right front tire.
Yeah, down there, he just gets down on his left corner, and we've seen that time and time and time again.
You got to stay off the left side. What do we do about that, though, man? How do we fix it? The drivers just have to make the decision that they've got to lay off that left side.
Watch the 42.
For Kyle Busch, he won both prior races as he's got his hands full.
Good out back, good out back, good out back.
Wow.
That was a save.
That was a great save.
That's wet down there, so they probably may not want to be down there.
And that's the guy who's on top of the board, Rick.
Right,
P1. Fastest car here in Kentucky. You talk about how difficult this racetrack is. Difficult it is. Look how sideways Kyle Busch is. That car's crashed. It's basically crashed. He putting down its own tire tracks. He saves it, and unbelievably, doesn't overcorrect. It's so easy for that car to turn back to the right.
We'll go in car with him and watch his hands and listen to the throttle. 11-time X Game champion Travis Pastrana just went for a little bit of a ride that looked like something out of extreme sports. Let's take a look, Jeff.
Well, we've been talking about cars getting a little bit loose off of turn 4, and we've seen this a couple times during the course of the weekend. But watching, he hits that bump, and the car looks like he was down on the bottom, and it came around on him. It didn't have the grip, and this is where he got lucky because he was headed for a backup car, guys, and watch him work inside that car.
Great job by Travis.
I mean, he never quit driving it all the way through that. This is probably, what, 150, 160 miles an hour?
You know what?
Amazing he didn't hit the wall.
Hamlin. Heard from him extensively. Oh, look out, trouble. Allmendinger sideways.
He may keep it off the wall if he doesn't get hit. Oh, what a save.
That was a save. Caution flag is out. That might be the save of the year right there.
Maybe the decade.
And from that shot, they went under the bridge right when the contact took place.
I'm telling you, you don't do that here normally. What a great job.